Live. We live. We live.
All right. Hello, and welcome back to what was formerly known as Live with Tay and Serena Renee, but now we have our new name, which is Questions That Need Answers.
Mm,
If
mm,
you're
mm.
joining us for the first time, Tay and I created this space to have candid conversations about our everyday experiences. And if you would like to be the first to know about our topics or catch our lives when they start, you can find us in two places. You can find us on Facebook at Tay and Rena Live. You can find us on YouTube at QTNA Live. And you can find us right over here on Instagram as well. I am one of your hosts, Serena Renee. Hey, Amy. How are you? Listen, did y'all know that y'all can do a filter on, I'm sorry, Facebook, but did y'all know y'all can do a filter on Instagram Live? Like, literally,
Oh, I can choose my own filter. Oh, Lord, I need a
uh,
filter.
I needed a filter today. I look all right on Facebook, but
Oh,
Instagram,
I'm cute now.
mm-mm.
I'm cute now.
Okay, here
Hey,
we
Instagram, Facebook, y'all can see what I really look like. It's bad. It's bad. Um,
go. Girl.
whew. I wanted to start this off by asking a real question. Okay, so this is what I
Okay.
thought. I was in the shower last night, and I was like, I wonder if people do this. Am I weird? When you go to somebody's bathroom, right? And you go in the bathroom, and then they out of soap. They did that situation where they put some extra water in and to swish it around. Do you or do you not go into their shower and use their shower gel?
No, ma'am.
How do you wash your
No, ma'am.
hands? How do you
You
wash
gonna
your
have to
hands?
you're gonna have to get some out of the kitchen or ask for some more. I feel like that's like overstepping to be all up in somebody's shower.
I mean, it's not a stranger. It's like you're like if you was at my house.
Oh, okay, that's different. If it's a
I'm
friend, then maybe. I'm like, you can't be doing that at people's house.
not
Everybody
okay.
don't clean their
So
bathroom tubs either. So, sometimes it
I
be
know
some
when you close the
behind
shower curtain, people come over. All right, let me know. Do y'all do it? But some people, I'm saying, if your shower is like already partially open and you ain't got no soap, I don't want to touch the door after I use the bathroom. I'm gonna use your shower gel. Now, if you got a bar soap, I'm not using your bar soap in your shower. But
Nah.
if you, I
Nor would
don't
people
know.
who be using a bar of soap. Like some people don't even use wash rags. Some people just use the soap. So I feel like that's kind of like real personal. Like you
Yeah,
know,
I'm not about to touch your bar soap. But I mean, is that bad? I really want to know. Does anybody do this? I mean, we only have a few people on right now because we're just starting, but I want to know if you're watching the replay and I'm weird, just let me know. Let me know because I was in the shower and I was like, dang, I wonder if somebody would use my shower gel because I was getting low on shower gel. I don't know how the idea came, but I was like, what if I ran out of soap and the hand soap? Would I people use my shower gel? Like, I don't know. All
I'm
right. um,
done.
we are filtered on Instagram and we are here on Facebook, on YouTube, looking extra regular, at least on my end. Serena actually has a little glow going. I'm looking real ashy. So thank you for showing up. Anyways, I wish that I can get a filter on this, but I can't. So sending you all love. I wanted to go in and let y'all know what we're doing this week. We're talking again. This is part 2 of Entrepreneur Chronicles. Serina, as you all know, has launched, restocked. Look, in digital marketing, it's called a launch, even if it's the same thing. It's still called a
That's very
launch.
true. Absolutely right.
My bad. But in physical items, whole different realm. Not there yet. So she has done a restock and it's her first time doing it this way. And so we've been like digging into her mind, cutting in, what's going on. And I've been the interviewer. She's been to interviewee. We've just been doing the dang thing. So we're going to jump in today about what she learned. It's been 2 weeks now. And I want to know like what's going on. How are we doing with sales? I'm nosy. And also, like, is there something different? Is there 2 or 3 key points that you can say, I learned this? And then we'll jump in about pricing and continuing education. I don't know if those are any of your points, but let's talk about it. Also, there's an echo.
So yeah, there's a little bit of an echo only because I don't have the mic plugged in on the Facebook stream this time. I wasn't able to find it in time. I didn't even
Okay.
hear it, but I'm sorry. Sorry about that, guys. If you guys hear us okay, give us a 1 in the comments, please. Hey, Deluxe, Lisa. Hey, Chantel. Hey everybody. All right, so what I learned, a lot of things. Where do we start? I
Just this
learned
past
that
2 weeks, or
the past 2 weeks. Okay, so the number one thing that I feel like was a big learn for me is that creating a system prior to your actual like launch or restock is very important. Like I think I mentioned to you guys last week that this was the first time that I did it. I did the restock where I took down all the products. Like I didn't make them available for people to purchase at any time. I set a specific date and then I allowed people to shop once I prepared.
can I stop you there? Can I stop you there?
Sure.
You skipped a little bit, and so I want to read on Facebook and YouTube. So I want to reiterate what you said. But while I'm doing that, can you do a pin the title on Instagram? Pin the comment. Make a comment and then pin it.
Okay.
Okay. So she said, I already forgot what you said.
I was saying that last week's live we talked about. I kind of shared with you guys.
No, you said what you learned.
Right, I'm getting to that. I'm saying having that system created already made things run so much smoother.
Creating systems.
Yes, sorry, I'm trying to write the title at the same time that I'm trying to think.
All right,
sorry.
That's fine. You said creating systems, YouTube and Instagram.
Yes.
I mean, YouTube and Facebook. That's what I want. That's the point that I wanted everyone to hear.
Yes. This time we had a system. I did all of my inventory first. Like I said, in the past, I would normally wait till the orders come in and then I'm filling everything. This time I created everything first. And that way, when the orders were coming in, I was able to just focus on the numbers. What are you doing? What are you doing with this filter?
I'm trying to find one that looks good.
Yes, but I realized that I was able to focus on other things instead of worrying about filling orders. Not necessarily packing them, but like physically putting the product in the bottle. I was able to focus on just the marketing part of that, which was very important because you got to stay in these people's faces in 2020. Okay, so
focusing on marketing was a big thing that you learned.
Yes.
And so what
first was creating a system, then the marketing aspect of it.
Okay, that's awesome. Is there anything that you can jump into for a moment before you go into the pricing thing that you wanted to discuss about either of those two systems or marketing? What kind of system are you saying? I think that's a good question. Like, what kind of system?
Okay, the beginning of it was making sure that everything was done already. Then after that, just I never, and this is a moment of transparency. In the past, it was really hard for me to really focus on the numbers, every single last number, meaning keeping up with the sales from people that are coming in physically, like my guests that pick up products when they're here, and then the people online. And normally I will let people just order. Like if they come and say, hey, I want to buy this leave-in, I'm like, okay, I take the money, I put it away, but I wasn't recording it properly.
Oh, your book.
So I didn't really know what my numbers were. So this time that I made sure everything through the website, even if people did pickups, I had an option for people to pick up so that it was still taking away from the inventory that we took. I wasn't seeing it before because I wasn't properly documenting those things. So that's what I mean as far as a system, like really using Wix for everything that it gives me. Like there was so much even with just that platform that
this is not a Wix commercial. But I do want to just, again, you were frozen on Facebook. I don't know what's going on, but I wanted everyone to know that she was saying that she didn't do her books in the best way she could. So she didn't know exactly how many orders were coming in, 100%, Right. And so I can definitely relate to that. This past year with my business, I wasn't trying to be in business. I'm not gonna lie. I was not trying to be in business. I was just trying to mind my own. I was just trying to take a break for I was like, you know what? My 9 to 5 is already enough right now. But I was still doing business because I was still doing business and I wasn't keeping track like I usually do. So during tax time, having to sit there and look at my bank account was so stressful. And I was like, every year, Tavia, you always have a ledger. Like, I always keep a ledger because I don't like to deal. But the one year I didn't do it because I didn't really realize that I was doing business like that. And I calculated how much I made. I was like, oh my gosh. But it was just so stressful having to go back onto your bank account. And you had to put in the specific amounts depending on how many people, how the money came in. Like, it could have came in from Venmo, Cash App, whatever. You are looking like, okay, I'm going to pay this exact number. I know that's for this. Like, that was just like way too much. And for me, I only take just a few clients a year because like the nature of my business. For you, you know, it could be 100 people. It could be 1,000 people. So I know that was tough for you during tax time this year. God bless you, girl. God bless you.
Girl. But no, we moving forward. That's why I said I don't ever want to be in that space again of like uncertainty. So moving forward, I'm like, everything has to be documented. Like, I actually have to go and update the system because I had a few sales that were made by person, and then of course I had a few times where like if somebody ordered something, I might have threw them a little sample of something else in there. But this time I documented everything. If I gave something away for free,
that's a loss. That's a loss.
Exactly what it was. It is technically. But I look at the win in the long run because all I need you to do is get my hand in your
No.
My product in your hand one time.
No, it's a win, and I think it's a good idea for like samples and things like that. But I'm saying when you're filing your taxes, you do that as a loss, like, oh, that's minus $10. And so because you don't want to pay taxes on something that you did not sell. Like, you're not gonna pay. That would be ridiculous. I'll almost pretend I sold that. Like why? So you count it as a loss, and that's a benefit to you as a business, so you pay less taxes. That's what I mean. Loss in tax terms, not like life. It's a win. It's a great marketing strategy.
Another thing, the last thing that I can add before we get into the pricing that I did have this time is I actually have someone helping with like back of the house like information. So when I say back of the house, I mean like if someone's going to be reaching out to you very soon, all of you guys who have ordered something, but this is going to create that customer relationship. You know how when people have questions about your products, or they have questions about shipping, or something arrived and it was broken or something, after a while it becomes very overwhelming for the person that's actually running the business. I need to stay focused on running the business and not necessarily so tied up with answering like some of the same questions. So now that I have that, oh my gosh, I'm like, things are running so much more smoothly. Like, she's actually going to be introducing herself to you guys in about another week. So you guys will be talking to her soon. But having that, like literally yesterday, somebody wrote me and was like, oh, I ordered this, but I think I ordered the wrong thing. And I'm like, boom, this is where she's supposed to step in.
Let's
and have the conversation.
Let's celebrate that. Shout out to Serina's assistant, employee, back of the house, manager. If you're just coming in, Miss Botanist Bit, I want to say that we're continuing our Entrepreneur Chronicles, and we're talking about selling a physical item and what Serina learned in these past 2 weeks of her big restock. So if you're here and you join, that's what we're talking about. If you want to sell a physical product, or you are currently doing this, I got some like golden nuggets from her last week, and so I'm excited for this one. So that's what we're talking about. Don't be late next time, though, girl.
Hi, Trent Lotus on Instagram. How are you? Hi, is it Tiani74? I hope I'm saying that right. Big Boulevard Management. Hello, Divine Aromas. Hi, guys.
And then we got a viewer on YouTube, which I'm assuming is my mom, because she's going there to support our new platform. So thanks, Mom. Hi, girl. I bet that's you. If that's you, say hey. Yeah. So we got that down. What she learned, it was dealing with creating systems, tracking her sales better, and then the marketing piece of it. I just want to say one more shout out to you getting some help, because girl, you needed it. Like, you could call Serina anytime at a 24 hours. This bitch was awake. Awake.
I feel like that's like my life now.
You could just text her anytime, and she like, oh, just seeing this. It's 3:30. Okay. It's 3:30 a.m. So like, whoever is there, thank you.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So do you want to jump into the marketing piece, or like anything that you wanted to point out that you learned or something that you did differently this time?
I would just say you got to stay in these people's face. That's really the only piece of information that I feel like is crucial to this whole situation, is making sure that you're constantly posting so that people can see that people are using these products and they can keep it in their face. Because one thing I'm learning about this social world is people are following thousands of people on a daily basis. And every day somebody's coming out with a new product, a new something. So it's easy for them for their attention to go somewhere else, even if they really do like the product. It's just like, hey, this one's cute. I want to try. And then not to mention, we're sitting at home, everybody's bored. So everybody is like thirsty to pull out their card and do some shopping because that's just what it is. So it's just staying in people's face. Like, to be completely honest, listen, that restock, that was the best restock that I've ever done.
I thought it was the only one.
And yeah, actually pretty well. I've done restocks.
You mean
not like this?
Okay.
Yeah, not like this. But it was the best one that I've had, and I am still getting some orders, but I will say the moment that I kind of slowed down on social, the numbers started to drop a little bit. They were still coming in, but they started to drop. But then the minute I hopped on Instagram and posted just anything on my stories, an order came through. So it's like, you really,
because it was like, oh, I was meaning to order from her. I'm glad I just,
Yeah. Yes. And it's not even that people don't want to like support you or anything like that. People got a lot going on, and it's hard to keep up with everybody that they're following. So when they see you, they're like, oh, you know what? I meant to get this.
I'm going to get real best friend. I'm going to get a real best friend on you right now.
What?
That's what I've been telling you, Serina. You like, people don't be trying to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, everybody want to support. Everybody want to be about it. Anyway.
Listen, the times that I said that, I was talking about situations where I knew that it was a little hateration going on, but that's another topic.
Okay.
But
okay. All right.
I love all my people. I know. Listen, I don't focus on, if I can give another, hey, Akila Marie, if I could focus on one piece of like information to give y'all, any entrepreneurs on this list, don't focus on the people who don't support you. Like, focus on the people who do support you, because that is who matters. Like, those are the people who are believe in you and that want to push you. And a lot of times it may be a stranger. Like, it may be somebody that you don't know that will support you more than the people that you have at home. Like, especially if you're dealing with Negroes, but it's cool, Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Look, we gonna sidetrack real quick. Let me say this, okay? Let me say this. All right, I understand people want to say, oh, they don't want to support, but people forget that if we are all similar, right? If we all live in this certain area, not everybody, we all some group of your friends, your family, your people, whoever you know in your circle. They all live in this certain area. They might make around this certain amount of money. They might have this many kids. They might have this much going on. They might have whatever this stuff. And your friends usually are similar to you. So if you start a business trying to make some money because you don't got no money, not saying that you don't have any money, but you start a business trying to make some money because you don't have any money. If your friends are similar to you, they also may not have any money. So you can, and if you are selling a product that they can get from somewhere else for cheaper, even though your thing is way better. Specifically speaking for Serina, like, you can't get this anywhere else. And it's not because I'm her friend. You really cannot find it. It's really that good that you should just buy from Serina. But that being said, if they can get it, like, it's, you sell, like, if you
I don't know why you're breaking up on Instagram.
Oh, I'm trying to make a big point.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back. Can you hear me?
Okay, guys, I can hear you, but it's a little bit delayed. Try to come out, guys. Can you let me know if it's delayed when you hear me speaking? I know it was a little delayed when Tay was speaking, but let me know if it's delayed when I'm speaking. Tay went out and she's gonna come back in really quick. Let us know in the comments, please, and thank you guys for hanging in there. LJ Russell,
all right, well,
Slider, I see you. Hey, Ken Yellow. Hey guys, give us just a second. Okay.
All right, can you hear me? I was trying to make the point of saying that if everyone in your circle, not everyone, but most people in your circle are in that similar, if they're poor or trying to make money or just trying to make it happen for themselves or have 2-3 jobs, don't be like, oh, no one's supporting me and I'm selling $100 hair, braiding hair, you know? Like, well, I can go buy braiding hair at the store for $2,
Right.
and you know my finances, like, you know, so like you can't be like, oh, don't nobody want to support me. It's like, well, like what you sell costs $4,000. Like, what do you mean? Nobody wants to support you. It's like, when I get there, I will support you, but I'm not there financially. Like, I have to put food on the table for my kids or my family. So I think like it's really easy for us to put ourselves in the center and think me, you know, people don't want to, but it's like, if you're thinking of like, especially marginalized or disadvantaged people in like disadvantaged situations, like it's not, I want to say like most of the time, not like people just like, oh, I don't want to, you know?
Right.
So
I agree.
And, you know, there's that, but I do love what you're saying, like putting your energy into those people who are supporting you, because when people get the money, they'll come around. Like I know people who are saving $10 so they can, you know, they're trying to save $10.
Right.
You know,
right. I mean, we do it every day. Think about it when you go to the mall. Sometimes you go on Macy's and it's a shirt in there that you want that you may not have the money for. You're gonna come back to Macy's when you got the money for it. And that's just what it is. So you're absolutely right. I just say if that lesson right there, because I do see a lot of people, like a lot of entrepreneurs post those type of messages, and it's like, don't even feed on that. Like, just love on the people who want to be there for you and who do believe in you, because you'll be surprised. I've been having strangers in my DMs sending me paragraphs.
Strangers is always in your DMs, Serina.
That's true. But I'm saying as far as the love, like literally,
they trying to get love.
Last week, I don't know if you remember the girl that was on here. She won one of the leave-in conditioners in our live, and she DM'd me and was like, "I've been like secretly watching you for like 6 years. I love what you're doing. Blah blah blah. I just want to patronize you." And I'm like, "Dang!" Like, you know, we think nobody's talking because I'm looking. I mean, we think nobody's thinking of us because, of course, you know, everybody's about followers, and I only got about 3,000 or some change. I'm not huge on social media, but like you'll be surprised of the little people who are watching you and are inspired by you. So,
you meant few people.
Yes. What did I say?
Little people.
Oh, okay, few. You're right.
She meant few, y'all.
Let's hop in these comments real quick. Yes, I didn't mean little people. Sorry, guys. All right. Trini Lotus says support comes from so many different forms. I totally agree with you on that one. But Tennis Bit says you should never have expectations from who supports you. And I totally agree. We should have expectations. Okay. Wait. I'm going to leave it there. I was about to say something that I was about to not agree with myself. So let me not even finish that. But yes, no expectations from the people.
I don't know who was about to say that, but it wasn't me.
You know, sometimes you gotta catch yourself in the middle of a thought and say, no.
Like, I don't even agree with that.
Ain't right. I don't agree with that. Let me stop. Hey, Hope's Garden. Okay.
Yeah, so I totally get that. And I want to, what do they say? You can get more bees with honey than vinegar or flies or whatever kind of animal you're trying to catch. You can get it with honey, because what I have found is like people want to be included. So if you're saying, oh, this one and that one don't support me, or, you know, it's always strangers who support me. People want to hear, oh my gosh, thank you for your support. They want to be thanked. They want to be a part of the crew that's supporting. They want to be a part, you know, and not even like on purpose, like, oh, I want to be included, but it just feels better. I don't know what's happening on Instagram, y'all, but you know, Serina's still there. Your mouth just. Yes. So, I mean, definitely that. Can you get me? You're not hearing me on Instagram?
I can hear you. It's just a little delayed on Instagram, but I can hear you.
Okay. So, let's hop into, you've been dying to tell us about this pricing thing, and we probably have about 5-10 more minutes because we jumped into that support aspect. But let's say thank you for supporting Serina. Serina has some good hair products that's going to change our lives. And one thing that I learned from Serina, just about products in general, is that as crazy as it sounds, I thought people were trying to just make some money, but this stuff is made to go together. Like, you use her shampoo and then you use her conditioner, your life is changed. Your life has changed. You like why do they fit together like puzzle pieces? It's the most amazing thing. And I'm still waiting on mine. Not because of anything sketchy with Serina, but I just need to do my hair. So I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna wait. Like I'm just gonna wait for my new stuff.
Your gifts of love should be arriving in the mail very soon.
Yes, I wasn't meant to be passive aggressive, but next week y'all see my hair and y'all will understand. Serina, you are still frozen on Instagram, and I don't want you to go.
Well, it's not frozen on my end. It's actually running smooth, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, good. That's good, because I was like, I don't want you to have to close it. Yeah. Okay, so this is something that Serina has been like running about, this pricing thing, and I just want her to just jump into it. So whatever you could tell us in our like 5 to 10 minutes that we might have to carry over to another Entrepreneur Chronicles situation. Yes. But we want to know, what's the truth about pricing?
So I'm in this digital real estate class where one of the topics that they talked about that day was about pricing. So the guy's name is Jake, and I'm going to give you guys all of the information after this so you guys can go and look at his page. But he basically started it off, and he just used something so simple as lip gloss. And he's like, the number one issue that people have when they launch a product is they say that they're going to set their price according to the market that's already out. Like, let's say if Tavia sells a lip gloss for $10, I'm going to sell mine for $9. And I'm going to make more money than her because I am cheaper than what's out there. So when he broke down, he did a side-by-side of both businesses. He was like, let me tell you why this is a horrible idea. Because Tavia actually had capital when she started her business. So she actually ordered her lip gloss in bulk from China, and she's getting them for 3 cents a pop. See, you, however, you didn't have as much capital. So you are actually paying about $2.50 right now a pop for yours. So you will never be able to put Tavia out of business because already starting off, her margins are lower than yours. The cost of her product is lower.
Profit margin.
Yours. So profit margins are huge. So then, like, I'm telling y'all, my mind was like, it was like exploding, like, while he's like giving me this information. So that was the first thing. Then he went in and he broke down how you're supposed to actually price your products. He's like, first of all, where'd you get your actual product from that you're putting in the bottle? We ain't even gonna go to the packaging. We're gonna talk about the contents that's going in the bottle. We got the price of that. Then you got to factor in the price of shipping, how much it costs for you to get it. Then after that, your packaging, where did it come from? And then, so the packaging, then how much was the shipping for the packaging? And then you got labels that got to go on the bottle. Well, how much was the labels? And did that have to get shipped to you, or did you pick it up locally? So that right there are 5 things that need to be in the formula of creating your product. We haven't even got into the marketing and then the shipping for you to get it to your consumers and things like that. Like, when he started breaking down all this information, I was like, oh my God, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. So I know you guys might have seen a little price jump this time around, because before I was so focused on just getting the product in someone's hand that I was willing to just be like, all right, just give me $15, just give me $20, which is okay sometimes when you're starting out. Sometimes you got to get the product out there, but in the long run, that's going to hurt you, and you're going to end up in the hole if you continue to sell your products without accurately going through how much it costs you to get this product to your consumers. And then now I put shrink wraps on my bottles. The shrink wraps have to be formulated into there. How much was the shipping for me to get the shrink wraps to myself? You know what I'm saying? So like, I literally, like, I'm still working through like my formulations to figure out like, could you guys hear me or did I pause? Sorry, that was my
bad. Paused just for a second, but it was fine.
Okay, so I'm still working through to try to get my margins down. And of course, guys, in the beginning, sometimes your margins are going to be a little off. You may take a few losses in the beginning, because I mean, most businesses do when they first start off. But make sure you're not pricing your products based off of the market. You need to price your products based off how much it costs you to make the product and get it to your consumers. So that was my skill.
Well, I love that. I love that. I've definitely had these conversations with my mom, and I'm like, "What's your profit margin, mom?" And Miss, my mom is new to business. And I'm like, calculate this, and she's like, "Oh, that." I'm like, "Yeah, don't that cost?" So, I mean, definitely, but I want to throw this tidbit in because I do follow a lot of businesses, and read like a lot of like articles. I do have my little Forbes subscription. So I want to just give you guys this example of when you should consider taking a loss and when you should not. Okay, so
Woo! That might need to be a topic by itself, girl. You just made my heart go.
Listen to this though. I'm gonna give you this one example. You know that DNA, not ancestry, but you know how the ancestry DNA works. You give them the spit and then they tell you where you're from. Okay, 23andMe. Do you remember 23andMe?
Yes.
Okay, what did 23andMe do? They sold their kits at a loss. Now, I don't know if their kits were less than Ancestry or if they were about the same, but let's just assume that they were the same for this example. I mean, they were less for this example. So Ancestry charged you $90, say, and they were charging you $80. And so you gave your DNA to them, and then they return back you from Africa, you from Sweden, you from Europe, you from, wherever these places, right? But on that list, okay, it's on the DNA when you're checking stuff off. It says, hey, do you want to your stuff to be able to be used for research to help move science forward? 3,000 people checked that box and say, yeah, they do. What happened then? So they sold it at a loss, right? So that means that it cost them $100 to make it, but they sold it to you for $80. They sold it at a loss. They had an end game plan. Their plan was to whomever said it was okay to sell their DNA to help advance science, they sold that data for millions of dollars.
Wow.
Years later. And now hearing that, I was like, I mean, from a business perspective, I was like, oh, cool. But from like a consumer, I was like, I would never check the box to use my DNA for science because I'm not the one. Because I know Henrietta Lacks, okay? I'm not about it. I mean, I don't know her, but you know what I mean? I know the story. I'm not about you're not about to do that. Even though she didn't check the box, okay? But what I'm saying, they sold it for millions of dollars. They had an end game. They said, we're going to get as many people because they need as many people they could get in the box. And now they sold it to pharmaceutical companies, different companies. And you know what? The data is open data now. Now, it doesn't say this is Serina's DNA. But it has, person number 1873, whatever. So what I'm saying is, if you have for some type of end game in mind of where you're going to sell the company, you have something in mind. You need to, I'm going to sell it at this price for this amount of time so I can do this. Then you need to sell it at a loss. You need to sell it at a loss and you need to do that strategy, right? Or maybe you can't get the products. There's other factors. Like you said, this could be a whole episode, so I'm not going to go into it. But I just want to give that example that sometimes, there's an end game.
Right.
And also, why is y'all selling y'all DNA to science?
Girl. So my thing is this, I think that may be one of the, I know last week we were going over like actually launching a product. And we were saying, what are the things that we need to keep in mind when we're trying to launch a product? Maybe the end game is probably something important that you should be looking at. Where do you see your business at in the end? Because I never thought about that. That's an amazing marketing strategy because they made bread off of that. People selling people's information all the time, making a lot of money off of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I ain't never trust them. I always said I don't know about them DNA people. I don't trust them. I'm gonna ask my grandmama who her grandmama was, and I'm gonna just trace it back on my own. Okay.
Look, as a Black American, okay, and I know my family was part of enslaved people who were kidnapped and brought here. I know I wasn't gonna know. Ask my grandma, my great grandma. At some point they was gonna be like, sis, your guess good as mine. So I did do ancestry.com. I didn't do 23andMe because I don't know. It didn't feel right in my spirit, okay? But I did the ancestry and I read them that small print. I was like, DNA to science. No DNA to science. Don't share my shit. So you gotta just read the small print, folks. I mean, that's a second lesson, but read the small print. I had 2 points, but I think that was a good enough point for the day. I have a song for my girl because you did not sing today, but I want you to sing this song. You ready?
Okay.
I think it applies. Jenny from the Block.
So why are we singing J-Lo?
Cause the word.
I hate that song. Don't be fooled by the rest that I got. I'm still Jenny from the Block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. You supposed to say South Bronx. You were supposed to say it.
Oh, I don't know that part. My bad.
Okay.
Grew up when you don't grow up on the East Coast, you don't know those parts. My bad. You just don't.
Okay, so hey, front page Lex just hopped in. Smile me wild. Smile me wild. Hey girl.
And LJ Russell. And hi.
Oh, did I miss one? My bad. So are we ready for our business spotlight of the week?
It seems like you're ready. Go ahead, boo.
I am. So our business spotlight of the week is going to be my guy, Brother Ben X, and Jacob. I forget his last name, but I'm gonna give y'all the connect. This is actually the digital real estate school that I'm in. This is where I learned all of that information about pricing and all of that stuff that we talked about earlier. And they are a Black-owned business as well. My dogs is doing amazing. They actually just got featured in like the Yahoo Finance little joint. They're amazing. So I am going to drop their information. You can find them at Brother Ben X, and you will find Jacob's page on there too. But I will put it in the description when we get done with the live. Front page Lexi says, "Hey, I always miss the live. You finally made it at the last 2 minutes, sis.
Look,
last 2 minutes.
My girlfriend Lauren said the same thing. She said, as soon as I got on here, y'all was talking about, well, see you later. And I was like, replays. Watch the replays.
Yes.
The replays are just as good. Shout out to that. Shout out to brother, I don't know how he spells it. Brother Ben X, because Serina has not stopped talking about this digital real estate class, and I have gotten some residual information since even I'm not in it, but Serina likes to we every time me and Serina go on the phone, it's like, so what you learned about business this week? Like, it's, I don't know, it's just we always end up talking about business and marketing and all things. So thank you to him, and thank you to Serina for being such a gracious guest-ish. Let us dig into your brain and ask you questions. But we will see you guys next week because we're here every Monday at 5:30. Oh, and also want to give a shout out to people who liked us on Facebook, Jimmy Capo the Barber. And Jared Sanderson, my boo. Thanks, boo.
Okay. Hey, Jared. Oh, really quick, I did post a video right before the live, and I said that if you guys stayed around to the end, I had something special. So I have a code for all of our live viewers. If you would like to receive a little discount on a few products, you guys use the code live. You code live, but you have to. It's only for the people that decided to tune in and support us today. We really appreciate you. I'm going to post it in the comments.
How long? How long will it last?
I'm gonna give you guys until today's Monday. I'll give you 2 Wednesdays.
All right.
I won't put the pressure on you, but it's for my live viewers. I'm gonna use the code
all
live.
caps.
If you don't catch it in this live, then that's on you. But use the code live to receive a discount on the website. I'm done.
All right.
Does it work if it already shipped? No, it does not. It has to be a new order. I can't. Your order went out. You're going to get it. I promise.
I'm crying. Okay, what?
That is funny.
Shout out to you, Tia. I'm still waiting on my my art piece. So she's an artist. She's an artist.
2 to 3 days.
All right. So I was gonna say, well, what's new with you, sis? We know what's new now. So now you are currently frozen on my Facebook end and my Instagram end, and I don't know if it's just me or what, but okay, you're moving again on Facebook. So shout out to you, Serina. What's new with me? Oh, great. Thanks for asking, because I'm just going to leave this. I want to do a Zoom call, like a Zoom like webinar or something to help people like create their brand. And I'm just going to like create your your logo and like your social media artwork, like the little icons on your stories and everything. And I want to do that, just like a 60-minute like live course. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. Like, let me know, because I'm trying to just do it. I'm trying to just like, I think it would be really fun. And
listen, y'all better hop on this ASAP, because I'm telling y'all, my best friend be secretly like keeping on the low what she does for a living. This is the marketing queen, okay? So you want to take this opportunity to take advantage and let her help put you on game, okay? I wish I did. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, you got a couple people. Miss Hope, she said she would. Now,
oh my gosh. Okay. So ask me that. How much would y'all pay for that? And then I'll just do that price for the first one. I don't really care. I want to see.
Okay.
I'll just do that just for the first one and see, what happens. Because plus, you guys will be my testers. Even though let me say this, Serina, you say we should take advantage. You call me all the time, and I'll be like,
I'm saying in the beginning.
In the beginning,
I should have
you should have called me.
You know how sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna just do it on my own. Like, it's so easy for me to just only by myself. But I wish I would have.
But sometimes people do it better and faster, and you don't got no time, and that's why you don't got no time. And so I'm not about to go start making. I'm not about to start making my own shampoo. I'm never gonna do it. So I'm gonna pay you to do it. And yeah, but I think in the beginning though, Serina, you were like, oh, I want to pay you what you're worth. And I was like, Serina, I really just want to help you make some money. Can you just let me help you? And you're like, I want to pay you. Okay, what's included in the class? So I'm going to teach you right on the class. You're going to make your own logo, and then, I paused. You're going to make your own logo, and you're going to make your own social media icons for your stories that are on brand. And then I'll help you choose your brand colors. Is that I mean, what can I do in 60 minutes? You're going to make it like in 60 minutes on the class. I feel like that's a lot.
Spot now. It is a lot, because trying to figure out the look and the colors of your brand is not easy at all.
It's not easy. It's not. If you ever tried to make your own logo,
And listen, I know y'all done seen about 12 looks of Highley Textured since it came out. Okay? and I'm still not done. I actually have what I launched was just a clearer version of last time, but they're being done by someone who is in the field on a regular basis. So yes, take advantage of am I allowed to join? Well, I guess I can.
I mean, you don't really need. I mean, you don't have social media icons yet, do you?
What is that?
You know how on your stories each person has like a circle, and like on your story, your highlights,
your highlights,
and you need those icons. Highlights.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I need to redo those, because right now it's looking cray. It's a lot of content on there that's good, but I need my.
No, not in the stories, but on it, so it's organized and neat. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The highlight reel. Yeah. So once you get your logo, then you can do that part. And so your social media page, like your Instagram, if you imagine it, you have your logo, you have your icons, it's all on brand. Then you start going with your posts. And it's just a start. This is not supposed to be like, I'm gonna teach you everything I know about marketing and business in 60 minutes, because that would be overwhelming.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, no, I'll do that. If you actually want to do that, can you go to, I think, taviasanderson.com/contact and just like put your information in and just be like, hey, I want to do it. This is something that came up in my head, and it's not, my contact sheet is not prepared to be like, oh, there's a drop down that says, I want to do the masterclass. Like, we do a masterclass, and just put it in the message, like, hey, I want to do a masterclass with you. And then I'll email you, and we can just do it. I think it would be really fun. But if you guys have pricing, I think what's coming to my head is like $49, $39, something like that. Especially when you get a logo from somebody, it can cost like $600. It costs like $150.
Lord, we ain't even gonna talk about logos, child.
Yes.
Okay, so that's two people. We got Hope's Garden Kitchen, and then Divine Aromas LLC said I'm in. Okay, sis. So go to taviasanderson.com/contacts. And trust me, once you go to her website and see how it's laid out, you'll see that you're in good hands.
Oh yeah, because I also build websites, but I can't show y'all that in 60 minutes. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I just do marketing stuff and branding stuff. That's all I do. That's what I do my whole day. Like my full-time job is that, my side business is that, my conversations with my girlfriends is that. That's just what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you guys are interested in it. We'll pick a date. Like we'll pick a date and we'll do it. And I love you all much. We will see you guys next week. If you are looking for marketing tools and advice, you can go to taviasanderson.com/tools, and there's like a bunch of free like stuff I use there, so you can do that. And if you are looking for getting that hair right, don't use me as an example, use Serina's hair as an example, then you want to go to highleytextured.com. That's all spelled normally, and follow her at Highley Textured on Instagram and Facebook and all platforms. So love you all. Is there am I missing anything?
Nope. I think you're good. I am going to post, like I said, the business spotlight with Brother Ben X with Digital Real Estate. I just dropped her website in the comments. We'll leave it just for a couple seconds because someone just asked what the site was. taviasanderson.com/tools, and then Highley Textured is the other one. And while we're waiting, I'm waiting on y'all to screenshot that website so that you can have it and go check out my good sis. I am thinking about doing a live where I get on once a week and we have little discussions about hair and hair care and all of that good stuff. So if you guys are interested or have any topics that you can think of, please send them to me because I want this to be engaging. I'm going to do some, of course, in regards to the products that I have and how to properly use them on different textures, but I really want to start grounding the education behind hair in general, understanding the different textures, understanding what products work best with certain textures, whatever struggles you guys are having at home. I want to be able to offer some assistance. So
she wants to serve you.
Yes, please.
Let her
and I'm
serve
trying to
you.
I'm forcing myself out of my comfort zone because people keep asking me for classes. People keep asking me to go live more. So I am asking you guys to help hold me accountable and hit me up with that information so we can get.
You go live every week.
Yes.
They want more?
Yeah.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing,
hey,
boo.
Mom, thanks for joining.
I'm gonna be on those lives. Because I have questions. This is just a mess. I promise when I do this master class with y'all, I'ma put some oil or something. I promise. Sending y'all so much love from Jersey and Florida.
Yes. She'll have her products, guys, so she won't have to say that anymore. They're on the way.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be passive aggressive, y'all. I am not, because me and Serina have had side conversations. It's just coming off that way. Don't be out here judging me. That's my best friend. Okay. All right, guys. Oh my gosh, we have so many comments. Hey, girls. That was from your mommy. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she said this. No, I'm not too late. Hey, girls. And then Jamal Bargainer says, hey, who this? Hey, who this? I don't know. Someone must be commenting back and I just can't see it. Someone must be commenting back. All right. Bye, everybody.
See you guys next time.